On March 1st of 2022, a home security camera captured footage of what viewers believe is severe paranormal activity. The following video comes from a Reddit user who was concerned for his family as they have been recently experiencing unusual events at home. The Reddit user, who is a father, started to post the footage online for the sole purpose of getting support from others. Overall, the footage the father posted is downright disturbing. It's early in the morning when the father, his wife, and his kids are asleep, but all of a sudden, his daughter's radio turned on by itself. The daughter then said that only seconds after the radio turned on, she saw a dark, shadowy figure in her room. The footage, caught from a different point of view, is what happened that night. Take a look. This incident has naturally left the family spooked out of their minds. They believe that their daughter actually encountered something paranormal. Now, prior to this incident, something else happened that nobody can seem to explain. It's 3 in the morning when all of a sudden, this happens. The family has no idea where the sound came from, but some believe that something supernatural had made this sound. Given on what happened, viewers are absolutely certain that the Reddit user's family are dealing with paranormal activity. The events in their home seem to be getting more intense, and unfortunately, they aren't getting much advice from viewers. But as always, you be the judge on these truly terrifying occurrences. Just what exactly is going on in this home? In the following video, a woman is woken up late at night by her dog barking non-stop at something outside her window. Feeling slightly unsettled, she takes out her phone and records the following. It goes without saying, but what she saw has left her completely spooked. This is her video. Although it's hard to see at first, if you look close enough, you can make out what appears to be a shadowy figure standing completely still. It seems to observe the woman, who becomes paralyzed with fear upon seeing the supernatural entity. Right when things get intense, the video ends abruptly. It's safe to assume that whoever or whatever was caught on camera has left both the woman and her dog terrified beyond belief. But it would be the following video that leaves them in constant fear. A couple nights after the previous video, this was caught on camera.
Hola gente, otra vez el ruido ese. Poco estoy haciendo compañía hoy, pero ya estoy sola. Todavía se escucha un ruido de abajo y la verdad que no sé. Ay, con olor a algo ahí. Sora. Sora, subí. Ay, no, Dios santo. Nera.
Upon seeing a pair of distorted hands, the woman bolts down the stairs to get her dog. She pans the camera under the stairs for a split second, but to her shock, nothing is there. It's as though whatever was beckoning to the woman had disappeared. Now there's something very off about these hands. It seems to have very pale, skinny fingers and it moves like a buried body. Although this notion might not be true, there's no doubting that whatever was caught on camera is just downright creepy. Had the woman actually captured something supernatural, or was something else entirely different caught instead? Let me know what you think. The following video comes from a man who lives in a home with lots of religious products and artifacts that he collects. The man mostly plays his piano for a living and sings verses from the Bible. If he's not doing that, then he's worshipping the artifacts that he has in his apartment. Pretty much everything he does is based off of something religious. Now you might be thinking that this man is simply devoted to his religion. While that's partly true, the biggest reason why he prays a lot and sings verses from the Bible is completely different. This man has been experiencing strange activity at home. Ever since he visited his father's gravesite, unusual events have started. Something had followed him home. Ever since then, the man has been singing and praying a lot for the desperate hope of getting rid of whatever is haunting him. One day, the man is taking a nap when he wakes up to something outside his room. This is what was caught.
Bueno, estoy grabando este video porque estoy tratando de dormir, pero acabo de escuchar un golpe duro por allá en la sala, entonces decidí grabar porque hace días que se viene presentando cosas extrañas en el apartamento. Son las 4:13 minutos de la tarde, entonces me parece muy extraño que hasta ahora están sucediendo como cosas raras. Entonces, comedor. Miren, es en el comedor. Tengo las ventanas cerradas, miren. Nada. Esto viene sucediendo hace como una semana ya. Pues la verdad se me hace muy extraño. Se me hace muy extraño que estén pasando cosas así.
The man captures what appears to be silverware moving on its own. Mind you though, that all of the windows are closed as stated by the man. Understandably, he was left unnerved, but not as much as what happened a couple days later. The man is once again in his bed, but this time, he looks deeply distressed. He records the following on camera.
En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas. En el nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas. No tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno que te vas. Ordeno que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
Sounding fed up with the supposed spirit, the man demands the entity to leave his apartment. But eventually, after doing so many times, a piano key is pressed by something that can't be seen. The man sees this, at which point he bolts out of the room, fearing for his safety. It was at this point that he was absolutely certain that something possibly evil is inside his apartment. But if this wasn't enough evidence, 4 days later, the man captures something even more disturbing. It's the dead of night, and the man and his girlfriend who is spending the night wake up to loud noises coming from the kitchen. What was captured leaves both of them extremely terrified.
Bueno, voy a grabar este video porque nuevamente se están escuchando en el apartamento ruidos. Son las 3 de la mañana con 16 minutos y...
Escucha.
Sí, amor, sí se escucha. Es en la sala.
Sí. Escucha.
Esta vez no estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas que están pasando. ¿Dónde es eso, amor?
La cocina.
¿Qué fue eso?
Se cayó.
Yo voy a mirar. Quédese aquí, amor, quédese aquí. Señor bendito. Amor, quédese acá, yo voy solo, amor.
Yo.
Prenda la luz, prenda la luz. Se ve todo tranquilo por acá. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Parece que es en la cocina. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Vaya para el cuarto, amor.
No.
¿Qué fue eso? ¿Estás viendo, amor? ¿Estás viendo? Es en la cocina, amor. Cuidado con la cocina. Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes. ¿Qué fue lo que sonó así ahorita, amor?
La cocina.
Mierda. Mira, amor, mira. ¿Ves que no me tiras, amor? Es un vaso. Es un vaso. Y mira, todos los cajones están abiertos. ¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí, Dios mío? Amor.
Strangely, the wind chimes move on their own, and the kitchen appears to be ransacked. Yet according to the man, no signs of any forced entry were seen anywhere in the house. Further adding to the strangeness, the man says that his girlfriend felt very ill only minutes after this incident. Whether or not this had something to do with her sudden illness is unknown. But considering the following incident, the man believes that the spirit actually caused her sickness. Once again, the man is woken up late at night by strange noises. He grabs his phone and begins to record. What happens later on leaves him in total shock. Watch. Without warning, loud footsteps can be heard charging towards the man before the man falls to the ground after being attacked by whoever ran towards him. Horrified, the man lies in silence, paralyzed with fear. It isn't until moments later that the man picks up his phone and ends the video. Now, some viewers find it odd that the man rarely turns on the lights, but the man states that the lights are located in the front entrance, which he is too scared to approach. The man desperately continues to pray and sing passages from the Bible to get rid of the presence that is provoking him. But until more info is brought forth, these videos remain a mystery. Now, the following video has little to no information, but no context is needed as the video pretty much speaks for itself. In the clip, a group of friends are hanging out at a cemetery when something bone-chilling was caught on camera. All appears to be going well when this happens. Take a look.
Le forré la casa a Benigno igual. A ellos les he cobrado.
Ah, bueno, pero ellos tienen más dinero que yo.
Ay, sí.
Vamos a ponerme como ellos. Menos con Benigno, que es español.
Entonces allá en un gato. No, lo he cobrado barato, me lo he cobrado a 70 pesos el metro. Está 100 pesos. Cualquiera que usted le pregunte para cómo cobra el metro, 20 pesos, le van a decir. Y es que si haya quien le va a pegar, le va a salir una parte.
As the person recording pans the camera around the cemetery, a dark silhouette can be seen manifesting out of nowhere before suddenly disappearing. The figure seems to be floating in midair and appears to be cloaked in a black garment. The friends believe that this might have been the spirit of someone who is buried at this cemetery, but unfortunately, due to the video's lack of information, we'll never know for sure what exactly was caught on camera. This next video comes from a security camera placed in someone's bedroom. In the video, something pretty terrifying was caught on camera. Now, this video's original source is unknown, and it was reposted by someone who found the video somewhere. It's close to midnight when all of a sudden, this happens. Now, even though there's nothing paranormal about this video, what happens in it is just downright chilling. Now, it's worth mentioning that the person in this video has no recollection of ever doing this in their sleep, but some viewers believe that the person was fully conscious when this happened. But whether conscious or not, the imagery of this video is enough to leave you unsettled. Of course, what are your thoughts on this video? There's a man on Instagram who's been recently documenting strange activity that's been happening in his apartment. The man is known as Nick Long, and he lives alone inside a flat with an attic. One night, he is woken up to what sounds like someone inside his home. Mind you though, he lives alone, so he finds it unnerving to hear someone else in his home. Nick was too scared to investigate the attic, which is where the sound of footsteps were coming from. It wasn't until the next morning that he decided to check the attic space to find any traces of someone who broke in. Strangely enough, no evidence of a person can be seen, not even footprints or anything stolen. Nick found this very odd. Now, there have been other stranger things that have previously happened in Nick's home, so he doesn't worry too much about this. But one night, the strangest thing was caught on camera. Nick is once again woken up to the sound of footsteps coming from his attic. Unlike before, He decides to investigate as it happens. What happens next is just downright creepy. Watch.
Yes, I've been hearing weird noises and shit. And this door has been like opening and closing. Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
Right when Nick approaches the sound, the door to the attic space opens on its own, but no sign of any person is seen. Nick is obviously spooked by what was captured, but it would be the following incident that puts him on high alert. A few days after this occurrence, this was caught on camera.
What was that? What was that? Yo.
Nick's dog appears to be sensing something that can't be seen. It's as though he senses something dangerous that Nick doesn't know about. His dog's behavior made him think that something is inside his home. Now Nick lives in a different place now, but after knowing about all that has happened, he can't help but think that a ghost was inside his apartment. So then, with all of this evidence, just what exactly was going on in Nick's old home? Feel free to let me know what you think.